Alrighty, we're going to go on ahead and call to order the regular meeting of the Oakdale City Council, May 12th, 2026. Sarah, will you please take the roll?
Councilmember Moore?
Here.
Councilmember Morcom?
Here.
Councilmember Severson?
Here.
Councilmember Rich?
Here.
Mayor Zabel?
Here. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. First up tonight's approval of the agenda. Council members, can I get a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the agenda is adopted. Next up, we'll move on to approval of minutes. Two sets in front of us tonight. So weird. Sorry, I'm just getting settled in. First up, workshop meeting minutes, April 28th, 2026. Council members, any changes or corrections? I'll look for motion.
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the workshop meeting minutes are adopted. Last on the list, regular meeting minutes from April 28th, 2026. Any changes or corrections here? I'll look for motion.
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And those minutes are adopted as well. No public hearings in front of us tonight, so we'll move into open forum. Before we open the floor up, I do have two proclamations that we're issuing on behalf of the city. First up, recognizing National Police Week. Make sure I got the right one here. And the proclamation reads as follows. Whereas in 1962, President Kennedy proclaimed May 15th as National Peace Officer Memorial Day, and the week in which it falls as National Police Week to pay special recognition to law enforcement officers who have lost their lives in the line of duty for the safety and protection of others. And whereas International Association of Chiefs of Police have declared police officer safety and wellness a top priority, and the IACP's Center for Officer Safety and Wellness promotes the importance of individual, agency, family, and community safety and wellness awareness. And whereas it is important that all citizens know and understand the problems, duties, and responsibilities of their police department, and that members of our police department recognize their duty to serve the people by safeguarding life and property, and by protecting them against violence or disorder, and by protecting the innocent against deception and the weak against oppression or intimidation. And whereas the City of Oakdale commends the brave men and women of our law enforcement community for continually summoning the courage to fulfill their solemn oath to protect and serve. And whereas the City of Oakdale also takes time to pause and remember those men and women of our law enforcement community who have lost their lives or suffered permanent disabilities defending their communities. Therefore, I, Kevin Zabel, Mayor of Oakdale, Minnesota, do hereby proclaim May 10th through the 16th, 2026 as National Police Week to commemorate police officers, past and present, who, by their faithful and loyal devotion to their responsibilities, have rendered a dedication of service to our community, and in doing so have established for themselves an enduring reputation in preserving the rights and security of all Oakdale residents. I know I speak for our entire city council and all of our residents when I say a tremendous thank you to our Oakdale police officers. Chief Newton, there you are. There you are. Got to figure out where everybody is. Please extend our deep appreciation to our officers. Every single day, they go above and beyond for our community. Every day they wake up and put on their uniforms and they never know what they're going to encounter, and they do it with humility and grace and utmost professionalism, and we cannot thank them enough. So please extend that to your officers. We also have a proclamation recognizing Public Works Week. Whereas public works services provided in our community are an integral part of our citizens' everyday lives. And whereas the support of an understanding and informed citizenry is vital to the efficient operation of public works systems and programs such as water, sewer, streets, parks, forestry, environmental services, public buildings, and fleet services. And whereas the health and safety and comfort of this community greatly depends on these services. And whereas the quality and effectiveness of these facilities, including our new Public Works campus, just saying, as well as their planning, design, and construction are vitally dependent upon the efforts and skill of our Public Works staff. And whereas the efficiency of the qualified and dedicated personnel who staff Public Works departments is materially influenced by the people's attitudes and understanding of the importance of the work they perform. And whereas the American Public Works Association will celebrate the 66th annual National Public Works Week, which will be held the third week of May with the theme Rooted in Service, Powered by Community. Therefore, I, Kevin Zabel, Mayor of Oakdale, Minnesota, do hereby proclaim the week of May 17th through the 23rd, 2026 as Public Works Week and acknowledge the important contributions that the Public Works Department makes every day to our health, safety, comfort, and quality of life here in the city of Oakdale. Similarly with our police department, our public works staff every single day. They go into the elements to make sure the most cornerstone and fundamental elements of our residents' lives, from water and sewer and the streets we drive on, are not just satisfactory, but really some of the best in the entire metro. And so, Corey, please extend our appreciation to your team as well. We know we've thrown a lot at them in recent years, especially now displacing them and letting them settle into their new home. But we really do appreciate all of the work that they do for our community, and we know our residents do as well. So thank you to Public Works. We're still under open forum. This is the time on the agenda where if anybody wants to step up to the podium, state anything, or talk about anything, please feel free to do so. I'm going to welcome up Commissioner Karwoski first because he is leaping out of his chair. Stan, what do you got for us? Welcome.
Good evening. Thank you. Stan Karwoski, Oakdale resident and County Commissioner representing District 2, all of Oakdale. On behalf of the county, we want to provide some recognition to Chris Volkers. Chris, I'd really like to have you come up here for this recognition. This is partly supposed to be a little bit of embarrassing. Can't have you just sitting out there. We need to get you, if there's a camera, we need to get you in front of the camera, right here. I've got a commissioner award to present. We give those out sparingly because we really expect the professionals at the city or the county to do great work, and they do. But upon retiring, we can basically recognize it. Same with elected officials. When they retire, otherwise you do great work and it's expected. So really I wanted to point out that it's been great. I know our county has recognized Chris and her efforts in 6 years. She's really been a great relationship builder between not only the city and our county, but amongst other administrators throughout the county. You understand the county business really well, and that's made her really effective with their county. She's been a great partner, not only on road improvements for Oakdale, ones where we work mutually with the county. These are items I'm going to mention that are really led by the mayor and council, but really your leadership with staff and your ability to communicate with council gives you great confidence, where council has confidence in you, and you get these projects done. So not only significant road projects with the county, working with the county on the embedded social worker and your police department. There's been some voting challenges that are behind us, but those have been great. Recently here now, the Met Council, I noticed the system statement. You're going to negotiate some positive step in the right direction. These great new city buildings, I mean, that's an example that if you don't have great leadership, council doesn't have confidence, and maybe you don't proceed with these buildings. And you really can work great with our county staff. I know working with you, lastly, I consider you a good friend. And when you can work with somebody and still consider him a friend, that's great. But the official document here is it's a Commissioner's Service Award from Washington County. On behalf of a grateful county, the undersigned commissioner, Stan Karwoski, hereby extends recognition and appreciation to Christina Volkers for her outstanding career in state, county, and city public administration and service on this May 12th, 2026.
Thank you.
So,
Very sweet. Thank
Yeah.
you. Give a hug.
We're going to go get a photo, council. please straighten your chairs out so they look nice in the background. Council, we'll let Stan and Chris go first, and then council will jump in on the sides.
Okay.
You know you're retired.
Okay. Okay.
Count of three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
You open up to you.
Yeah. Where do you want it? Us this way? Okay. All right. There we go.
Fabulous. Count of three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Now the rest.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have a council in here.
Yes.
Stay right there. Okay.
Nice balance.
Yeah, there we go. Love it.
All right. Count of three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
We have to have like a process, like going in.
Yeah, there's got to be an order.
We're still under open forum, so if there's anybody else joining us tonight that would like to step up to the podium and share anything that's on your mind, please do so. State your name and address for the record and proceed with your comments.
Afternoon. My name's John Parnell. Two of you know me. I am a recent Oakdale transplant. I grew up in Grand Rapids, Minnesota / Grand Forks, North Dakota, and spent a long time away from this part of the world. I don't miss the winters, especially seeing as how I came from the East Coast. So like January 1st, I got to go outside and enjoy coffee and sweatpants and a hoodie. What has brought me here is the Tanner Lake project. I met with the mayor. I spoke with Andy a couple days ago, and I have some suggestions. I promise it's not hostile. I'm not up here going. The big one was the concession stand. It's been closed for however long, and when I spoke with the mayor, he had said that they couldn't find anybody to man it. Sorry, I made like horrible hand scratch notes while I was in here because I just got done ripping apart a deck and then realized that I said that I would be here. So like on the way here, I'm like, oh, Jesus. Not that I was driving. That being said, there have been, to my knowledge, there's been 3 emails that have been sent out by my soon-to-be wife, Jessica Velguth. She sent an email to the Boy Scout troop that's local in Oakdale, the Tartan Theater Group, as well as the Carver PTO, asking if the concession stand were to be reopened, would they consider manning it voluntarily as a fundraiser? I had thrown the suggestion to Andy, kind of as a sorry, not Andy, Kevin, kind of as a joke, but like do what Costco does. $1.50 gets you a bottle of water and a hot dog. In the middle of July, you wouldn't be able to keep it stocked. And then on the flip side, during the winter, you could have those same groups or whoever decides that they wanted to man it, open it up during when it's nice enough for people to go out and go, not skiing, sledding down the hill or go out skating on the lake. And they open up and they sell hot chocolate or hot chocolate and a hot dog. 2 out of the 3 emails that have been sent out have said yes, that they would be 100% interested. The only one that hasn't was the Boy Scouts, because I'm not entirely sure if it went to the right person. And then with the project that's coming, like I said, I'm a recent transplant, and so I didn't get a chance to see the plans. I'm just kind of shooting from the hip on this. Volleyball court isn't used that often. I think part of that has to do with the fact that it's sand. The sand isn't very well maintained, so it's kind of who wants to fall in hard packed sand. When I had spoken with the mayor, he had said that somebody had suggested putting AstroTurf on it, which I think is a fantastic idea. It's no maintenance. You don't have to try and mow it. You don't have to do anything with it. And then during the winter, you can turn that area, throw up barricades, and turn it into a hockey rink, which goes into opening up the concession stand, using that as a warming house, because we walk down to that park almost on a daily basis, and it's never open. It's never been utilized. And when I spoke to Kevin, he'd said that they want people to use the park. They want people to go there. And I think that making that a hockey rink and having it open, having some sort of something there available would do two things. One, it would draw people in. And two, who doesn't want to go ice skating, freeze their butt off, and then know that for $1.50 you get a hot dog and a little thing of Swiss Miss? As well as, and again, this was just an idea that I threw out to Kevin. What's the name of it? It was Blue Ribbon, I think was the name of the bait shop, a local bait shop. I haven't had a chance to speak with him. His name is Josh. He's the owner. He's very, very cagey when you go, "Hi, is the owner here?" He's like, "I'm definitely not here." I'm like, "Well, you said your name was Josh, and that's who I know I need to talk to." Having them sponsor like a weekend ice fishing tournament, and again, have whoever man the concession stand. This would do a couple things. It would bring people into the park. It would drive business to Blue Ribbon. I keep wanting to say Blue Line, but I know that's not right. That's buses. It would drive business to Blue Ribbon, which, as somebody who has ran a business, I realize the reason why he's so super cagey about me going, "Hi, is the owner in?" Because I also used to sell insurance, so I get that. But having them even like the first year have it be like, "Hey, $100 gift card to the first winner, to the first place over the weekend." They're the sponsors. They get a bunch of revenue because people go, "Oh, Blue Ribbon is sponsoring it. I'm going to go get my stuff from them because they're a local business." As well as other people realizing that there's a park there. The only kind of caveat to that, I guess, would be, as somebody who's owned and run a business before, to be able to get them on board, they're gonna ask what's in it for them. Other than, hey, you're gonna get money, because they have to put forth the effort. They want to know what the bottom line is. And so other than my ramblings, if that were to happen and they were to say, yes, they would be interested, what would that look like from you guys, from the city? Because the city wants people to use the park. If the city backs this, what are they going to get back into it? And then just, and I don't know if this is you guys or if this is the county, and I don't know what it would take, plowing the lake when it's frozen. There's like a little spot, because sometimes there's huge drifts, and as much as I love drift busting, it sucks when you're wearing hockey skates or figure skates. And after a snowstorm, when everything's frozen and everything's secure, having a public works V-plow go out and just do a couple swoops so that everybody can go out on the lake and have a great time. And with the update that I know is coming, as somebody who grew up in Minnesota-ish, it was like right on the border. It still counts. Putting up duck houses, because it's a big lake. You see there's mallards everywhere. There's geese, unfortunately. But having a place where you know that if you go there, there's going to be ducks. Because what little kid doesn't like seeing ducks? And then in the concession stand, have a giant bag of corn. $1 gets you a little can of dried corn, and they get to throw it into the lake and watch the ducks go. I know that I also know that there was some contention about the plans. I don't know what the plans are. And I brought this up to Kevin. Where the boat launch is right next to the fishing pier or the fishing dock. As somebody who fishes a lot, that's horrible. Every time that you throw a line in the water, there's no fish are going to be there because that's where everybody puts their boats. So, and when I had spoken with Kevin about this, either moving the fishing pier, because I know moving the boat launch is a much bigger undertaking than let's pull a dock out of the water, move it over here, and put it back in. Either doing that, where you put a new dock in, or 20, 30-foot long little mini docks. Or like what they have out in California, where it's just like there's this one huge dock with a bunch of little outcroppings where people can fish off of. And then just this was an idea that I haven't run past Jess because I'm sure she would think I was a crazy person. I know with the park project that's happening, as much as everyone hates to admit it, they're gonna cut down trees. So, what I suggest for that, and I think you would agree with this, have them take the trees that they have to cut down and set them to the side. Use them for the Boy Scouts. Hey, you want to go learn how to use an axe? Hey, you want to go learn how to use the saw? Well, we have all of these giant logs. Let's go take the Boy Scouts over there and hack them in half, or whatnot. I think that is all of my chicken scratch.
Thank you, John.
Yes, other than that, thank you.
Is there anybody else that would like to talk under open forum tonight? Seeing none, we're going to go ahead and move into consensus motions. Council members A and B in front of us tonight. Do we need to pull either of those for individual consideration? Hearing none, can I get a motion?
Make a motion to approve consensus motions as presented.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion with second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And consensus motion A and B are approved as presented. Let's check in with our advisory boards and commissions. Nobody met since our last meeting. Nothing under award of bids or staff reports. So let's check in with our city attorney. Jim, anything for us tonight?
Mr. Mayor, members of council, nothing specific, but happy to answer questions.
Anybody have any questions for Jim? All right, seeing none, we'll move into our administrator's report. We have one item, well, two items technically under here. City Administrator Volkers.
Hi, Mr. Mayor and Council. Technically, can everybody pull this in when they talk too?
Sure.
It would help, thank you. We're getting longer microphones, so that'll be easier in the future. About this item on the agenda, Chapter 2, City Code of Ordinances, Chapter 2, we made some updates, and you can see in the the Council RCA, what the changes specifically are, but it does have a cleanup. We've been working on it for a while. So we did post it, and now we need we are asking for the two motions in front of you, and I'll ask that somebody read that. There's two separate ones, and I'm glad to answer any questions.
Council members, any questions for Chris? All right, two action items. Who would like to take those tonight?
I'll take them. I move we waive reading and adopt ordinance number 962, amending the Code of Ordinances for the City of Oakdale, Chapter 2, Administration.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any conversation? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And ordinance 962 is adopted. Next.
I move we waive reading and adopt resolution 2026-28, authorizing publication of ordinance number 962 by title and summary.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any conversation? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution 2026-28 is adopted. Chris, anything else under admin report tonight?
No, thank you.
All right, thank you, Chris. Council presentations. Let's look down here. Councilmember Rich, anything? Councilmember Moore?
I do.
All right, take it away.
All right. I just wanted to point out the obvious. There's a lot going on, and I remain impressed with the dedication and the work of our city staff. So thank you guys so much for all that you are doing as we navigate let's just call it one big adventure. So wanted to say that publicly.
Thank you. Anything else?
No.
Councilmember Severson? No. Councilmember Morcom?
Yeah. I just want to thank John for coming in to share. I mean, you're new to the city, but you obviously care, and that's the kind of attitude and energy that we're looking for. And there's a gentleman right over here, his name's Larry. You should connect with him because he is very well connected to volunteerism in the city.
Welcome, Larry. Anything else, Andy? All right. I have a number of announcements. As Councilmember Moore said, a lot is changing in our city right now. A lot of our staff are on the move as we finish one Capitol building project in Public Works, which opened earlier this month, and then we're starting on the next one at City Hall and the Police Department. And so I want to get these dates right and the details right. So the Oakdale Police Department has officially moved to Fire Station 2 located at 6633 15th Street. So police services remain fully available. If you need any of the in-person services, please feel free to visit that address, and you can walk right into the building. With them taking over Fire Station 2 during the construction, our fire department has consolidated and everyone will operate out of Fire Station 1 during this time. One thing I want to emphasize, I've gotten this question a few times, will having the entire fire department based out of the North Fire Station impact services at all? Our fire chief has assured us absolutely not. With the changeover to full-time career that we made a few years ago, having staff on site 24/7 it ensures that wherever they are in the city, they can provide the high level of service, fire and EMS service that they always have. So there is no concern about all of the fire department operating out of the North Fire Station. Most City Hall staff will relocate to the new Public Works facility later this month. In-person City Hall services like paying your utility bill, for example, permits, what else? What else we got? Those are the two biggest ones. Yeah. You can still do those in person at the new Public Works campus, 3200 Granada Avenue North, starting May 26th. Also want to mention, we will be closing City Hall to the public on Friday, May 22nd, the Friday before the Memorial Day weekend, as staff will be making that move. And then the City Hall is closed on Memorial Day, or in observance of Memorial Day on May 25th. Lots of moving dates, lots happening, as Councilman Moore said. All of these details can be found on the city website under building projects, I believe is the page. We do expect construction to take about 18 months, and we appreciate everybody's patience as we're in this kind of transition. Also during construction, City Council workshops and meetings and our advisory board meetings will be right here at the Oakdale Discovery Center, our new home for the next 18 months, 4444 Hadley Avenue North. This is our very first meeting in this building. I don't actually know what camera's on us, so there's like 4 of them over here. So we're still getting used to it. We appreciate everybody bearing with us, but we're excited to bring the seat of government right here to the Discovery Center. Please feel free to join us. We have plenty of chairs set up if anybody wants to come in and observe any of our city council meetings or weigh in on anything on our agendas. We hope you do so. The citywide garage sales hosted by the Maplewood Oakdale Lions Club runs this Thursday, May 14th through Saturday, May 16th. For a full sale directory, please visit the Maplewood Oakdale Lions Club Facebook page. As always, a big thank you to them for taking on this very well-attended and cherished community event. We know a lot of people like going bargain hunting, and having a citywide garage sale day is such a great thing to have in Oakdale, so a big thank you to the Maplewood Oakdale Lions Club for that. Our events continue. The annual Jane Klein Memorial Spring Planting event will be held this Saturday, May 16th from 9 a.m. to noon here at the Discovery Center. Volunteers are still needed to help plant new trees as part of the city's commitment to maintaining the urban tree canopy. You can visit the city website for more information. If you are interested in volunteering and you want to register in advance, please do so by Wednesday or just show up Saturday morning. We'd love to have you. So always a fun time when we can play in the dirt and add a few more trees to our tree canopy here in Oakdale. I mentioned Memorial Day. Just a reminder, city offices will be closed on Monday, May 25th in observance of Memorial Day. Regular hours will resume the following day. In fact, we have a city council meeting that night, so we'll be here. Whew, thank goodness there was no backside. Lots going on in our community. Claims roster. We have a claims roster in front of us April 29th through May 12th, 2026, the amount of $1.299 million and change. Council members, any claims we need to pull for individual consideration? Can I get a motion?
Make a motion to approve claims as presented.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Bills are paid. Next item on our agenda is going into a closed session. At this time, I will now look for a motion to close the meeting pursuant to Minnesota State Statute 13D.05 subdivision 3B to discuss matters protected by attorney-client privilege relating to the pending lawsuit between the City of Oakdale and Oakdale Marketplace LLC. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to the city attorney for a brief comment.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This request to hold a closed session has been my request because there are things I need to talk to you about the lawsuit, that the need for confidentiality under the attorney-client privilege outweighs the need of the public to be present, so that's why I'm making that request.
All right. We've had a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? The motion prevails. The council meeting is now closed. Council, we will meet in the next room over.